Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Let's get right into it, guys, because Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, is having a moment. He hosted SNL this weekend and dropped an intense new music video for his song, This Is America, that has everyone talking. You gotta watch.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. 100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband.
Now, I think you guys got to see the whole video. That's just a piece right there, but you got to see the whole video to put this into context. There's a lot of shock value to it. He's saying, you know, how he feels. The song's great, but there's a lot behind it that's going on behind the scenes that we want to talk about.
Yeah, it takes place in a huge warehouse, and it's him shirtless dancing, and then in back of him, you're sort of paying attention to Donald Glover, but in the back, you're seeing all this sort of violent things, the protest, the horse.
The white horse.
The white horse. At some point, he takes a gun and just shoots people in a choir singing, and then goes back to dancing. And it's sort
of
this,
assault rifle.
With an assault rifle,
right.
And then hands that assault rifle very carefully over with, you know, a nice cloth to someone. So it talks about guns, it talks about protests, it talks about how we're blocking you by doing this and dancing and keeping you busy while we're not really discussing what's going on behind it, which I always say is what Trump is so good at. Dangle the keys here, don't see what I'm doing over here.
Yeah, I mean, this country, we do have a violence problem. And it's such a problem that when we even bring it up, you're attacked for it. I mean, we have just an incredible amount of murders and an incredible amount of injustice. And I think him calling attention to the fact that just because you like LeBron James, just because you're okay with a black person entertaining you, doesn't mean that you're allowed to let watch as neighborhoods burn to the ground, as people are murdered indiscriminately. I mean, there were definitely some references to the police in there, which I don't want to talk about until I can really expound on that. But he really had, I think, it hit the nail on the head. I mean, there's a lot. You can take whatever you want from this video, but I definitely took that there's a lot of problems and things are on fire, but we're still dancing and acting like they're not. And we need to fix some things and have some uncomfortable conversations.
I mean, it's really bringing the message back to the music, and at the end of the day, you're seeing all of these violent acts happening, and it's showing how short our attention span is and how quickly we forget, because you see mass carnage and he just continues dancing and everyone forgets it. When he hands over the gun is treated better than the bodies on the ground. There's just so many, it's such a layered thing. He's just a brilliant,
it's like an art piece.
When was the last time we talked about Las Vegas? I mean, that was one of the biggest shooting in American history. Has anybody said anything about it in 2 months?
And I think Erica nailed it right on the head. I think that's what the video shows. The shock factor gets your attention, but in 2 seconds later, he's dancing and you're over it. And I think that's symbolism of what's going on in America
and
right
reposting or posting things on social media about beauty and aesthetics. And
in the video, they have masks and they're on their phones a lot, so it's interesting.
Incredible video. You guys got to check that out.